So I'm here in Fortaleza, Brazil, and this is my first trip with World Vision. It's been great to see the work that I've been supporting for so many years from the office. And I think what's really impacted me the most this week has been the incredible warmth and authentic joy that the people of Brazil, all ages, have. It's just really touched my heart, how spiritual they are, and how the joy of the Lord has been their strength through some difficult circumstances and through no fault of their own. These kids have grown up with just pure joy, and you can see in their face the face of Christ, and that's really touched me this week.
We met a Roman Catholic priest who has drawn churches together around the cause of meeting the needs of the poor, and he continually says the central message is Jesus. Isn't that the truth? We met another man, senior pastor of a large church. He brought together 105 pastors and church leaders from across the city to speak into the rights and protection of children. Another pastor came along and actually fought for the documentation of a couple out of 6,000 who had not any identity papers. The church is a wonderful partner with World Vision. So glad I could witness it firsthand.
Something that will stay with me is just what beautiful people that we've been able to encounter. The most important thing for me has been meeting the people, seeing the people in Brazil come together to work for a common goal. That unity, whether it was a staff person, a volunteer, a church leader, a volunteer from a church, other NGO leaders, just to see everyone come together, it just makes me so warm and so hopeful that as Christians we can all come together and to serve the Lord in this way.
A lot of things have touched my heart on this trip. Probably the one that has really stood out to me so far is two young gentlemen we just met, Josevan and Juan. Two teenagers who have chosen to step away from violence and drugs that are so prevalent in their community, to become educated, to become involved with the work of World Vision at the ADP, and are now giving back to their community by working with the children there, and that's had a huge impact on me.
I've been really impacted by this trip. I'm a husband and a father. I've got two girls that are 14 and 17. And for me, just realizing that there are girls just the same as my daughters that are being trafficked and exploited here in this country and around the world, but we've seen it firsthand here. It really did touch my heart to realize that they need a voice. They need someone to speak for them. And I'm just really pleased that World Vision is taking such an active role in giving the voiceless a voice.
What significantly impacted me on this trip has been that of identity, where children and youth have found identity not only in their citizenship but who they are in Christ. Despite tragic and extreme adversity that they've needed to overcome, the projects that we've been doing is within the area development programs have been significant in their lives. There's one region where there's 6,000 children that still don't have birth certificates or documentation, which doesn't allow them to be eligible for government programs. They're essentially invisible children to the government, and it seems to be that they're almost intentionally being kept that way. And they're all of a sudden finding identity in who they are. They're able to come out to these programs, and they're finding value, the value of who they are in God and value of who they are in the community. They're able to build within themselves. The youth leaders are being empowered, and they're able to come out and make significant transformational change within the community. The identity is hugely impactful and has given these children and future leaders life.
It's been really inspiring to see how World Vision here is so open to different kinds of partnerships. Here it makes sense for them to partner with churches. It's been great in many of the ADPs that we visited to see many kinds of partnerships with churches, Catholic churches, evangelical churches, Baptist churches, and beyond. I've been really impressed with these partnerships with churches. Wherever we've gone, it looks different, but the same spirit of partnership.